Greetings and welcome to the channel. My name is Dr. Jessy, your shamanic leadership guide and transformational coach here at Intermarriage, where we help folks understand the trauma-informed basis of their limiting self-beliefs and how to overcome them and take inspired action to live a resilient life right here, right now. Today we're going to talk a little bit about why the narcissist lives in hell and why you must create your own heaven to escape. Why the narcissist lives in hell and why you must create your own heaven to escape. Let's get into it. So, we're diving into one of the most dangerous and most unspoken truths, which is, why does a narcissist live in hell? Why do they want you, the empath, to live there with them? And what's the fastest way out? And it's important to note that this isn't about psychology. It's spiritual warfare. It's energetic geometry. It's quantum vibrational sovereignty, soul retrieval. So let's go beneath the surface and crack this cosmic code. See, hell is not a mythological place, it's energetic. And here we're describing what hell is for a narcissist. From a psychological lens, hell is the collapse of the authentic self due to chronic emotional wounding. The narcissist survives through a false self, which is a defensive structure formed in childhood to mask inner shame, rejection, and unworthiness. From a spiritual perspective, for example, in the Buddhist cosmology, the hell realm is characterized by hatred, aggression, and delusion, or greed, hatred, or delusion, more directly. And the narcissist fits this precisely because they are entrapped in cycles of grasping, punishment, and fear. In the Christian tradition, hell is seen as a separation from divine love. That's precisely the narcissist's condition. They are disconnected from source and cannot feel real love. All they feel is hate and self-loathing and shame. From a quantum physics perspective, hell is a low vibrational field of frequency, which is made up of chaos, incoherence, and disorder, or disordered waves. And the narcissist dwells in quantum incoherence or decoherence, where energy collapses into reactive patterns, not creative expansion. The inner world of a narcissist resembles a chaotic fractal, which is an endless pattern of destruction masked as control. And nothing stabilizes the empath except supply, right? Because everything for them is recursive. And the narcissist, let me be clear, does not live in hell. The narcissist is hell. So how did the narcissist get to hell? Because they weren't born this way. What's the proof? They were manufactured, the narcissist, by trauma and maintained this manufactured self through avoidance. Let me explain. Childhood trauma laid the blueprint because most narcissists experienced and maybe continue to experience in some way emotional neglect, inconsistent parenting, even emotional incest, where the child is used to meet the emotional needs of the adult. And that creates a psychological black hole, a deep energetic void that they spend their whole lives trying to fill. From a psychological perspective, just giving you some more evidence here, the narcissist's identity is fragmented during the mirror stage. It really is. They never, and that's early childhood, right? For any childhood experts here, early childhood development experts here, the narcissists never develop a stable, authentic ego, identity. Instead, they become performers, because that's how they were framed to be. They either perform to be seen or perform to match a narrative that the narcissistic parent created. So the narcissist believes everyone is compromised and performing too. Everybody's full of crap, which is why they are the way they are. In spiritual terms, what I've just described is akin to the narcissist rejecting vulnerability, which is also a rejection of source energy. And as a result, the narcissist becomes lost in what the Kabbalah calls cliffoth, which is a shell that covers the divine sparks. And it represents hollow power, very hollow, and parasitic entities. In chaos theory, the mind of the narcissist becomes nonlinear, a very unstable attractor, and it draws in more chaos, more dysfunction, and more drama. So again, you're realizing that hell was not the destination, it was a decision to abandon the truth, because a narcissist lives with his false self, and they locked themselves out of El Dorado or the Garden of Eden the moment they chose control over connection, performance over presence, and superiority over soul. Do you see what I mean? So with this backdrop, the question becomes, why does the narcissist want the empath in hell? And the narcissist wants the empath in hell because the empath is proof that heaven exists. The empath is proof that heaven exists. From a trauma bonding perspective, the narcissist pulls you as an empath in, not to love you, although they would say that, but to use you as a proxy healer. This is because they want to feed off your nervous system using these mirror neurons that empaths have in spades, and the capacity to emotionally metabolize pain, something an empath does par excellence. From a psychoanalytic perspective, and I feel like I repeat this often because Jung describes this the best, narcissists project their disowned shame onto you and into you, and you become their emotional scapegoat, and they punish you for carrying their darkness. It's very, very perverse and reverse and recursive. This is what happens. And it happens because you, the empath, are a frequency disruptor. You bring coherence, and the chaotic field of the narcissist cannot withstand it. As a result, they must gaslight you, confuse you, traumatize you, so that frequency of coherence is collapsed, destroyed, suppressed. From a spiritual perspective, narcissists are simply souls in rebellion, or not selves in rebellion, anatta. And when you show unconditional love, the narcissist rages. It reminds them of everything they lost, denied, or destroyed. And it's important to know that the narcissist doesn't want companionship. What they want is colonization. Colonization of what? Of your mind, body, soul, perception, timeline, your essence, you name it. Pure parasitic energy. So now you know why they want you to join them in hell. The question is, how do they hook you? When you know the narcissist playbook: love bombing, gaslighting, projection, devaluation, trauma bonding. In other words, you become caught in a strange attractor loop. You orbit chaos and you cannot land in peace because the narcissist is hell. So when Jean-Paul Sartre said hell is other people, what he meant was hell is the narcissist. So how do you create your own heaven to escape it? Because you can't win in hell. You must exit it completely by creating a new way of being. And the way you do that is, from a neuroscientific perspective, regulating your nervous system, because regulation is liberation. Regulation is liberation. Coherence, having this mindful approach to your world, because coherence in the heart and gut rewires the trauma loop and circuitry. And it's important to realize that from a spiritual perspective, heaven is not elsewhere. Heaven is simply a state of alignment, and a state of alignment with truth, love, and sovereignty. That is heaven. And Yeshua, some call Jesus, famously said, the kingdom of God is within you. That's not a metaphor, it's truth. And in quantum theory, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional coherence collapse probability fields into reality. In other words, when you vibrate at a loveful, a grateful, and faithful perspective, you enter a new timeline. And loveful is borrowed from the Rastafari. You understand? Loveful heights. You enter a new timeline where the narcissist's control cannot reach you, because remember, the narcissist lives in hell, which is a permanent state of hell, of hate. And when you create your heaven, it means you've cut off psychic cords, you're grounded in your body, no longer dissociated, you're reparenting your inner child, or the parts of you that were abused, and you're declaring to yourself loudly and silently, my light is not negotiable. My light is not negotiable. So you realize that the paradigm shift here is that narcissistic abuse is spiritual initiation. And the narcissist is the fallen angel of your timeline. A fallen angel designed to tempt you, test you, and ultimately refine you. But the battle isn't to save them. The battle is to remember who you are. You're not here to negotiate your light. You're not. You're not here to justify your worth. You're not. You are here to birth heaven through presence. And the fastest way to neutralize a narcissist is to become unalterably aligned to love. That's how you become untouchable. That's how you leave hell. And that's how you become the portal. So if this connects with you, type transform. Let us know your experience, if it can be of help to you. And realize that this message may resonate with you because it's not an accident. You're waking up or have woken up. And now it's time to build your heaven. Your soul is awaiting, your body is ready, and your timeline is shifting. If this video resonated with you, hit the notification bell so you're notified of future videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm grateful for your presence and your heart. Thank you for your comments and for all the subscriptions. And I send you peace and light. Keep ascending. 1.